This is from the conservative news outlet, American Wire. And apparently Trump decided to troll Jeffries and Schumer over their government shutdown battle. And this was what CNN aired about this.
We heard from the president late tonight on his view, I guess is how I would put it, on how the negotiations at the White House went today. I want to get your reaction to what the president posted.
Look, guys, there's no way to sugarcoat it. Nobody likes Democrats anymore. We have no voters left because of all of our woke trans bullshit. Not even black people want to vote for us anymore. Even Latinos hate us.
Oh, classic Trump. And then, of course, CNN had to run with this. I swear, Trump plays these guys like a Stradivarius. You're falling right into the Trump trap. He's going to play a video mocking your side, and then you go and you amplify it. Good job.
Is that appropriate in your view?
Look, I think sometimes the president plays with the press like a little boy and a flashlight and a dog. And he's shining the flashlight here and he's shining it there. What he's saying is this offer from the Democrats is ridiculous. $1.5 trillion on top of funding that they already agreed to.
That was for illegals getting insurance. And it's classic Trump, by the way, because you're boosting not only your reach with this, but also highlighting why he's mocking the Democrat Party. And then on CNN, on MSNBC, places where it would matter for hearts and minds out, because the Republican base is not going to abandon Trump over a shutdown. So the people that you want to reach is the other side to put pressure on the Democrat Party. And this AI troll post is exactly accomplishing that.
What they're asking for is completely ridiculous. It's disingenuous. And then for the Democrats to sit there and blame Republicans for the plight of rural hospitals.
Dogs interact with flashlights. He probably meant cats and laser pointers, but he's a senator, so he doesn't really know much.
It's just so wrong. The problems with rural hospitals would be their policy, not ours.
But couldn't the president just say, these demands are ridiculous, and not post a video with Hakeem Jeffries wearing a sombrero?
See, she's so dense, she doesn't get it. He does it so that you talk about it. If he didn't, you wouldn't be discussing it. It wouldn't get the reach. I feel like her IQ has to be that of a goldfish. I don't know. How? It's like I'm looking at Don Lemon here, who was the dumbest man on television before he got fired. My God.
And putting that voice over Senator Schumer talking about people of color and immigrants.
I think he said that several times already. And then for them to come and not to make any really serious offer, why didn't they just say, look, let's just talk about these extra COVID-era subsidies, these extra subsidies that are costing some $35 billion a year. Let's make those just for the people who really need them. Let's go back to the original ACA and make this for people under 400%. They didn't bring us a serious offer there. Look, and
nor were they going to. The Democrat Party has only but one point right now, and that is to be an obstruction group. I mean, this is the party out of power classic. Let's argue over government shutdown. Who's going to blame who, blah, blah, blah. It's all performative garbage.
My estimation, Chuck Schumer wants the government to shut down to settle a political score.
Yeah, well, Vice President Vance sounded open to the subsidies, but just to be clear, you don't have any objections to that video the president posted?
I think it's said in jest. I think it's the president making fun of a couple people.
Trump is the meme president. Trump is the content president. These people are so last century right now. They do not understand that the game has forever changed. What we are witnessing right now, among many other things, but with Donald Trump, what we are seeing right now is the beginning of a new form of how presidents will operate going forward. They're going to be memes. I think in our lifetimes, we're going to see someone live stream from the White House. It's going to be post-election, swearing in. And then, come with me in the White House. Let's check out the Lincoln bedroom together. Like and subscribe. I think that's going to happen in our lifetime. It's crazy, but it's going to happen. Trump is just the opening act, the opening salvo here. The rest of the Democrat Party Their social media accounts, I'd wager most of them, 90%. And I have no data behind this, but just my gut here. But like Gavin Newsom, whoever's running his social media account is not Gavin Newsom. It's some little pinhead young kid out there posting, trying to ape Trump. I mean, come on. Now let's see what Newswire had to say about this. The latest showdown found corporate media keyed up over whether or not it was appropriate for the president to use AI in jest against disingenuous top Democrats. It's irrelevant. These people are irrelevant. They just don't even know it yet. Life has already passed them by, but they're too dumb to see it. Now, in addition to holding a bilateral meeting with the Israeli Prime Minister, this picture, God. In addition to holding a bilateral meeting with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu toward obtaining peace in Gaza, President Donald Trump met with the leaders of Congress on Monday to discuss government funding. And by Monday evening, the chief executive had rankled the left anew with an AI-altered video, which we saw, of Senate Minority Leader Chuck U. Schumer and House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries, a.k.a. Mr. Sombrero. So Jeffries, I guess, would respond to this. Okay, let's see this here.
I see, as you've been speaking on social media just after I started this program tonight, that you posted on social media something that's real. You simply, apparently in replying to Donald Trump, you posted what's up on the screen now, simply saying this is real. And there's Donald Trump with his arm around the guy who said he was Donald Trump's best friend for 10 years, a sex trafficker and raper of children, Jeffrey Epstein. Is that going to be your full reply to Donald Trump on the fake video he put out about you and caricaturing you in that video?
Yeah, Leader Schumer and I will have more to say about this issue. But again, this is all designed to be a malignant distraction from people who are determined to continue to rip health care away from the American people. And Democrats are resolved to stand up for it.
Meaning he's big mad, but doesn't really know what to say about it yet, and give me some time to have someone help me write a response.
They are lying about what we're asking to do. We've made clear that federal law currently prohibits undocumented immigrants from receiving comprehensive health care paid for by federal American tax dollars. And no one is asking to change that law. But what we are doing is making it clear that we need to protect the health care of the American people, which has been under relentless assault by the Republicans throughout this year. It's an assault on the health care of working class Americans, on rural America, on urban America, on small town America, on the heartland of America.
So what did you ask specifically? It's all games right now, though. Just keep that in mind. None of this matters. It's all political theater. The government will shut down. And you know what? None of us are going to notice. Most people never notice when there's a government shutdown. They actually do things like they will purposely close parks so that you'll notice that there's a government shutdown. But nobody ever really notices. And federal employees always get their money back with the shutdowns when they're over. None of this stuff. Every time there's been a government shutdown in my life, it's always, amplified. And there's a lot of fear-mongering, scare tactics, and it always means a hill of beans. And also, they're playing right into Donald Trump's hands. I would expect mass firing among federal employees that Trump has been waiting for. This shutdown will allow him to accelerate. And I'm not sure how many, but I would expect tens of thousands, if not more, to get the axe after the shutdown goes into effect, if it goes for any allotted amount of time.
And on black and brown communities all throughout America. And it's unacceptable. It's un-American. And that's why Democrats are holding firm. We will not back down. We will continue to defend the health care of everyone.
Well, right, Gunmetal. Gunmetal, you're saying that if he put on a mustache and sombrero, I would have to fully respect Hakeem. Right, because you would, that. This is the thing. The left has had this problem for as long as I can remember. They have no sense of humor. I'm talking about those in political office. There used to be funny leftists. Now they all are kind of the same. Everything's end of the world. Everything's going to die. And also, Orange Man bad. But These guys can't take a joke. There's no humor in them. If he had been able to just lean into it, it would bounce right back on Trump. But of course, these guys don't understand that. If you act like something affects you, you're going to encourage the bully. These guys act like he's said the worst thing ever every time. No matter how many times Donald Trump goes out there and smacks them and says something that's crazy or outrageous, what do? It's get the vapors. It's have a heart attack. How could you say that? Blah, blah, blah. Now that might work against some old timey Republicans like say Mitt Romney, the severe conservative, and those who have the funny bone of a rock, right? It might work on those kind of people, but with Donald Trump, it never works. Why don't they ever learn? Maybe they can't. I don't know. So American Wire goes on to say that despite the talk from the left, it remains up to Democrats to avert a shutdown. I mean, if they avert a shutdown, I will be legitimately surprised.